Take a look around and what do you see? Many materials for creativity. Now you're in the zone, ready to hone your skills in the art zone. The zone. Don't be part of the throwaway crowd. Please reuse for crying out loud. Look at that stuff. Now what do you see? Awesome art or something crafty. What can I make? How long will it take? Now you're in the art zone. The art zone. The zone. The zone. The zone. Art zone. Art zone. Art zone. Art zone. Art zone.
Welcome to the Art Zone. I'm Trina. Today we're going to create some arts and crafts. I'm so delighted and grateful you're here. In the Art Zone, you'll be inspired and encouraged to explore your artistic genius.
In the Crafty Card Zone, join me, Marie, and we will be creative.
I'm Melody. I'm a crafty kid in the zone, and later today, Bronson will take us to an artist studio.
I'm Brian. Get your recycled materials ready. It's time to be resourceful.
Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron. It's time to use your imagination.
Hi, I'm Havana. And I'm Deanna. Join us in Playtown.
Let's get into the zone.
Art Zone. Art Zone.
In the zone.
Today we're in the zone with Melody.
Hello, everyone. What are we creating today, Trina?
Get your charcoal and paper ready. We're going to draw a portrait.
Who are we gonna draw?
Let's see.
What about me?
Well, you are a beautiful subject. But today we're going to draw a picture of Ellen.
How should we start?
Well, pass me the charcoal and we can get started. The first thing we want to do is draw a very light T.
I guess you have to draw the T very light, so you can't see it when the portrait's done.
So we're going to be using our reference picture, and I'm going to start with an eye. And when you're centering your eye, generally there's about an equal space in between, so it's like there would be 3 eyes there, but you don't draw one in the middle.
This is looking really good.
So far, so good. And we're going to draw the pupil. Now, in the center, you want to leave a little bit of white, and it shows up as a highlight for the pupil.
So just like in the picture, where they've got that little bit of light there.
That's right, there's just a tiny little white spot. So you want to try to recreate that. There you go. Looks pretty good, and you just want to keep checking your reference paper. And we're going to be smudging with charcoal as well, so make sure that you have a cloth nearby. Let's start with the eye, and you just want to give it, just touch it lightly, and you can see how it smudges. It looks really quite wonderful. Okay, and you put in the eyebrows. Make sure you check your reference paper. Ellen has beautiful eyebrows. Keep checking back to make sure that you've got the right shape. Looks quite nice. And now you want to check the distance from her eyes to where the bottom of her nose would be. So just approximately. And you place the nose in. Smudge it a little bit so it blends in nicely. Now Ellen is smiling and showing her teeth in this picture, but I think I'll keep her mouth closed. And we'll keep the nice big grin on her face. There we go. And she's got these wonderful cheeks. So we'll add those in. That looks pretty good. We'll just add a little bit more on her eyebrow up here.
Her face is starting to take shape.
Yes, it is. Now let's get some of her cheeks in here. The side of her face comes down. Her chin. How's that looking?
Looks pretty good.
Okay. She's got wonderful cheekbones, so we'll be able to put the cheekbones in with the smudging technique. There we go. Now, for the cheeks, we'll add just a little bit of charcoal right where her cheek is. You take your finger and smudge it in. And it creates the cheekbone. We'll draw her bangs in. Now, what do you want to do with her hair? She's got a little bit of bangs in the picture, but we can do whatever we want.
Those waves look nice on the side of her face.
Thank you. Okay, and we're going to add in the neck.
We can change your shirt, can't we?
Sure, we can put whatever we like on the shirt.
How about some flowers and leaves?
How about one big flower right in the center of her shirt?
Okay.
So we'll do one of these. And what we want to do now is add just a little bit of contrast.
What's contrast?
It's making some darker shades and some lighter shades. So maybe right here on the neck, we'll just add a little bit so that it creates like shadows.
Wow, that looks good.
And you might want to get her eyebrows. Do a little bit more detailing. Maybe give her some eyelashes.
What about the background? How about stripes?
Stripes sound good.
The striped background looks great.
Thanks. After you look at something that you've been drawing, you can see just little things that you like to change. And so you just take your eraser and get back to the drawing board, so to speak.
Wow, that was fast. Are we done?
But for now, we're done. Voila!
Art Zone.
Mystery materials.
We're always finding packaging that can be used in different ways. I wonder where this came from. What can we make with it? How can we reuse it? Why should we save things like this? Now, where did this come from? Do you have any of the answers? Were there chocolates in here? I don't think so. The cups are too big for chocolates. This reminds me of a muffin tin, but smaller. And we can't bake anything in it because it's plastic. This is a mini muffin container. Now what could we make with this? We could cut the tray up and make lights for Playtown. Or leave the tray intact and put beads in each cup for a perfect organizer. There are so many things we can create. It's just how you look at things. It takes energy to create all these recyclable materials. The energy comes from water, fire, earth, and air, elements that we need to respect. What mystery materials can you find?
Get down to Playtown. Here we are in Playtown. We made Playtown out of many different recycled materials. It's fun owning your own town. Anything can happen in Playtown.
Are you girls ready to get started on a new Playtown project?
Are you set, Havana? Ready, set, let's start creating.
We can make something for the pet shop. Let's take a look to see what it needs and how things were made.
Here's a desk. It is made out of styrofoam. That seems easy. What else is in the pet shop?
Well, there's a bag of birdseed, and that was made from stuffed brown paper. What else is there, Havana?
This is cool. Look at it. It's a jar of name tags. That was made out of a little plastic cap.
Girls, what's missing from the pet shop?
An aquarium.
Deanna, Havana, why don't you two go to the craft collection and get some crafty bits?
Okay. How about this plastic container? That's good. Here's some seashells. Every aquarium needs seashells. What else do we need? Sand and paper. Great, let's go.
These materials are perfect for the aquarium, Deanna and Havana. Shall we get started?
What's first?
Well, we're going to take this container and line the bottom with sand. Deanna, why don't you start on that?
And now put the shells on the sand.
And every aquarium needs aquatic plants. We cut out some long leaves, and I'm going to color this one green.
We should make the leaves plastic, because if we fill the aquarium with water, our leaves will fall apart.
Good point, Deanna. So if you're adding water to your aquarium, you should try to use plastic for your aquatic plants.
Are we adding water?
Not to this aquarium, Havana. This will just be a pretend aquarium.
Water sometimes makes a big mess. Now that's the last thing we need in Playtown.
I think a rock would look nice at the bottom of this aquarium.
The fish can play hide and seek behind the rock.
Speaking of fish, what kind of species do we want in our tank?
Angelfish will be fun. Goldfish, of course. What about you, Trina?
Neon fish are cool. We're going to make our fish out of paper. Here's one of the aquatic leaves. Nice and green. That's going to be great. Those are great colors you're using, girls.
Thank you. Yours looks nice, Havana. Yours too. Thank you. Yours looks really nice, Trina.
Thanks, Deanna.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to see them all in the aquarium.
Fish are very cool. Angelfish are like angels. Their fins flow in the water. Goldfish are a gold color.
They're not gold. I thought they were blue. Neon fish twinkle in the water, and it looks like they change colors.
Just like a neon sign. Neon signs of the sea.
Nice, girls. Nice.
There's many different kinds of fish in the ocean.
Well, my neon fish is ready to go. The good thing about making your own aquarium is you can add as many fish as you want, and you don't even have to feed them. And we made an aquarium earlier today.
Our aquarium is ready to put in the pet shop.
Those fish sure look happy. Excellent job, Deanna and Havana.
Hope no one has a fishing rod. Playtown is here for you and me.
What can you make for all to see?
Reuse, create, show the way. The earth will love us every day. See you.
Hey, could you do that again so I could see how it's done? Take a look again.
We're going to take a look again how to draw with charcoal. First, we draw a light T to determine where the center of the face will be. Have a photograph handy for a reference. Look at your portrait, then draw the eyes as best as you can. Draw the other eye an equal eyes distance apart from one another. Don't forget that twinkle. Use a smudging technique to make the shape of the nose. You can start the shape of the face now. Create the cheeks by smudging the charcoal in a circular fashion. Curly hair, straight hair, it's up to you. Draw the neck and shoulder. Smudge the charcoal to add the shadow under the chin. What design are you going to put on your shirt? Remember contrast, making your dark areas really dark and always leaving real light areas. Put in any background that you can think of to finish your portrait.
Odds on.
Hey kids, welcome to Art Zone. My name is Bronson and today we're going to visit an extraordinary artist. Are you with me? Okay, let's do this. My camera's rolling. We're off to the Friendship Center right now. We're just looking for it. I think it's right around the corner right here. We're just about there. We're gonna visit Mr. Henry Green. I'm telling y'all, he's a carver fiend. He knows how to get his stuff down. Crazy carver, I'm telling you. And we're just about there, just rounding the corner right now. And there's busy traffic. So it's going down. Bum, 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 bum. Nice native design on the wall. Nice poles of the totems. Okay, we're here now. Okay, you guys ready in the art zone? The art zone, the art zone. Okay, you guys are gonna enjoy this, I'm telling you. Trust me. So what made you guys wanna start working with Henry?
The reason I wanted to start working with Henry is I was out in Toronto and this guy was apprenticing with Henry. And I really wanted to learn to carve. So I came out from Toronto, went back to Rupert, and I kind of just weaseled my way in. I just started showing up at the shed, and before you know it, Henry just said, you know, when you want to start carving, or let me show you a few things.
And with me, it was sort of like, well, I asked a few other teachers, and they kind of didn't want to, and I was just ready to move back to Toronto, and Henry took me under his wing.
So why was it important for you guys to start carving?
Basically to make the culture, my culture, more stronger.
So you're really named after Charles Bronson?
Yeah, it really was.
This is a totem pole. It's based on a story that happened in a village with an eagle. The main figure on here is an eagle. This would be the wings here, and this would be the head part. The beaks can be added onto here, and this is the ears. And this figure here represents a little boy. He's sitting in a crouch position, and he's sitting in between the wings of the eagle. And the top part here represents grandmother. Okay, in this particular story, the young boy basically broke a taboo in the village, and he either mistreated another creature or a salmon, and the people in the villages decided to get together, and they sat down in a meeting, and they exiled him from the village for a while. They said you basically have to go live by yourself for a while, and so the grandmother took it up, and she went with him, and they lived in a. They used to have camps all over the place in a lot of the islands and away from the villages. So the grandmother took the young boy with them, and they befriended an eagle. The little boy fed it, and next thing you know, the eagle was bringing them all types of food: salmon, halibut, sea lion. That was as a result of the young boy learning his lesson and learning how to respect nature and learning how to respect the animals around him. And that's a basic moral of the story: is to not only respect yourself, but respect everything around you and your environment.
So were those other guys also apprentices of yours when were here earlier?
One of the biggest things about this style of art is that you have to be able to put in a lot of hours and a lot of time into it, and you have to be very disciplined. A lot of kids get turned off by that, and a lot of even older people sometimes. But like I said, Ian and Luke, they've been good having two apprentices that are very well disciplined in the art form, and they're very willing to learn.
So what would you say to the kids back at home if they wanted to carve?
Well, find somebody who's already involved in the business, or if you have any questions, like I said, find somebody that's carving and somebody that's doing the art form. And ask good questions, because a lot of times life ain't about the answers you get. It's about how good your questions are.
Thanks for inviting us over. And remember, kids, it's always important to follow your dreams and give an honest effort. You can be anything you want with a little drive and focus. I'll see you later, and thanks for inviting us over.
Thank you.
Hey, could you do that again so I can see how it's done? Take a look again.
We're going to take a look again at how to create an aquarium for the pet store in Playtown. You will need a clear plastic container, seashells, paper, sand, and rocks. Spread the sand at the bottom of the plastic container. Arrange the seashells and rock on top of the sand. It's time to create our fish. Decide what fish you want in your aquarium. Make sure the image of the fish is on both sides of the paper. Put a dab of glue and place the fish in the aquarium. A spectacular aquarium for all to see in the pet shop.
Everyone loves to receive a card on special occasions.
I always like to make my own. Cards are extra special when you make them yourself.
Meaningful words can brighten up anyone's day. So let's get busy and make a special card. Today, we are going to be making a silhouette card.
Fold your paper in half for the card.
Decide whose silhouette you will trace. A side facial profile will be the silhouette.
Why don't we trace my profile?
Good thinking, Brian. Okay, we have to put the paper behind your head, find your shadow, and trace. I've got a light here.
Okay.
Just have to be careful not to shine it in your eyes.
Ready.
Ready? Okay, hold it up a little bit. Great. I'm gonna have to get you to move over this way a little bit. A little bit back, straight. Okay, there we go. Good. Hold still. And I'll trace your shadow. Okay, I've got your nose and your mouth. Do you really want your tongue wagging out like that?
Not really, I'm just teasing.
There we go, perfect.
My nose is perfect. Now what?
It's up to you to decide. We can fill in all the facial details, or we can collage the silhouette with different materials. We'll just leave this one as a plain silhouette.
My aunt would love to get this from me. Her birthday's coming up real soon.
There we go. She will love this card because when she looks at it, she will be thinking of you.
Because it's my face.
Ta-da!
Thanks for joining us. I hope you had fun creating with us in the Art Zone. Be good, be proud, and be respectful of the natural world. See you soon.
Just like John here. John is not. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, my name is Jimmy. Prolactin, or Ricari.
Sorry, sweetie. Be good.
I get it. No more. Go Okie. Go girls. Go girls. Go girls. Go Okie. Go Okie.
Odd Zone. Odd Zone.